Hey everybody, this is Gary, the fist pump guy. Well, I did it. I hit 30,000 miles on my 2017 Toyota Tundra. So stay tuned as I tell you what I think about my first 30,000 miles on my Toyota Tundra. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned. Well, many of you that don't know me, 30,000 miles on a vehicle is a big deal since I rarely keep vehicles that long. I think the only exception is my wife's Camry that we traded last year. We had probably 40,000 miles on it, but that wasn't my personal vehicle, so therefore that doesn't really count. But I'm not used to keeping vehicles very long. I trade a lot. I really don't like that, but I'm trying to get out of it. So I decided I'd keep my Tundra for a little while longer anyway, and I may keep it period, but it's 30,000 miles in, and just want to talk a little bit about what have I experienced in my truck and maybe some problems or issues or some good things that have came out of it. Now, if you don't know and this is your first time watching my videos, I have a 2017 Toyota Tundra Limited Crew Max. It's magnetic gray in color, has the gray or ash interior leather. This also has the premium upgrade that has the parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, and stuff like that. So when I picked this truck, I wanted something that has some equipment on it, but I'm not a big feature guy. So I don't need all the technology and stuff that most people say they have to have. I'm smart enough to understand that I've been in the car business for 9 years now, and most people that say they need these things hardly ever use them, okay? Now this does have the Intune system, for example. This is where you can hook your phone up, use certain apps on your radio screen. Guess what? I don't think I've used them one time since I've had my truck. It also has navigation. I probably haven't used my navigation on the truck itself 5 times. If I go somewhere, it's easy for me to use my phone. So as far as technology goes, I don't really necessarily have to have those things. Now I get some people like comfort features and stuff like that. Maybe ventilated seats or something might do me good, but I don't necessarily have to have that stuff. So I haven't missed any of that, okay? Because my commute to work is very short. There, here and back. I do take it on trips, which is why I do have 30,000 miles on it. So my fuel economy obviously comes into play. But this particular year model has a 38-gallon gas tank. Many of you know that the fuel economy on the Tundra is not great, but there again, if you'll go back and watch my top 8 reasons why I bought a Tundra, I mentioned the fact that I don't really necessarily care about the fuel economy because that's not why I bought the truck. I bought the truck because, yes, I work for Toyota, but I mainly bought it because dependability, reliability, don't have many issues with them. Yes, it may be lacking some comfort features, but there again, as I mentioned before, I don't necessarily have to have it. Probably the one feature I wish I had on this truck is memory seat on the driver's side, because every time my wife drives this, I don't know if she's going to watch this, sweetheart, but I love you anyway, is the fact that she'll move my seat and it takes me a little while to get my seat back where I had it. But other than that, I would say feature wise, I'm more than content with what this vehicle has to offer. I probably use, of all the features on this vehicle that I use the most, blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert as part of the SR5 or the limited premium upgrade is probably my favorite feature of everything. I do like streaming music. I listen to books, stuff like that on a radio, but I do use that a lot. Excuse me. I do stream music a lot, stuff like that. So the Bluetooth features obviously is something that I really like. But you know, I have a lot of likes. I have many of you don't know I have a safe in here. I've got the console safe. I've got a 2-inch leveling kit on this by Superior suspensions. I've got the General Grabber mud tires. I've got Rockstar 18-inch wheels. Windows tinted. I have my vinyl on the back with the fist pump guy. I've got a couple things I've done to it. I put a TRD cold air intake on it. All those features have performed well. I haven't had any issues with anything as far as that goes. Like I said, technology, I'm good. Almost got stuck one time, but my four-wheel drive got me out, so no big deal there. I do take this truck quite a few places off-road. My land is you know, off the beaten path a little bit, and when I go magnet fishing, I do take this behind bridges and dirt and stuff like that. So as far as performance goes, I can't really complain about the performance. Fuel economy, I'm probably averaging 13, 14 miles per gallon. I drive a lot of short distances, so yeah, fuel economy may come into play for some people, but there again, I didn't buy it for fuel economy. So if you go back and watch my top 8 reasons why and I'll try to put the link up here, why I bought a Tundra, that's one of the points where I don't necessarily care about that. Okay, so let's just break this down. Almost everything about the truck I love. Okay, features, I'm content with having the features that I have. I don't have to have all that fancy stuff. 2017 was the last year, which part of the reason I want to keep this truck is it's the last year before they integrated the Toyota Safety Sense P into the Tundra, with your pre-collision system, lane departure alert, things like that. I would have liked to have the automatic high beam. That would be nice, but I do have automatic on-off headlights, so I'm okay with that as well. But aside from that, all the features on the truck I've been really impressed with. I haven't really had any issues. Now, I have had a couple issues I do want to bring up. I've had to have my battery replaced on here. Had a dead cell in it. Had to replace it a few thousand miles ago. I was saving for this video to kind of let you know. And also, I had it in a shop for the battery. They noticed that my water pump was leaking. Now, that particular water pump was faulty or something. I don't know exactly what the problem was, but I did have to have the water pump replaced. But it was covered under warranty, so I'm good there. So as far as issues go, those are the only 2 real issues I've had. No lights come on, haven't had any problems, had to have it in shop for anything other than an oil change and tire rotation. Probably the only thing I would probably want to see improved on this truck, the size is nice, the ride's good. The suspension, I think, is a little bit stiff sometimes, and you can really feel it when you're going over bumpy roads because the rear end's so light. I don't know what the solution to that is. I know that Ram's supposed to have a great suspension on their trucks, and I wish Toyota would do something different with that. Now, I know the new Tundra would probably come out in the next year or two, probably for 2021. So I'm hoping they'll do something there, but I know they're going to do some changes on it. But there again, you know, overall, I would have to give the Tundra an A, not just because I work here, but because when you buy a Tundra, you're buying much more than a truck or technology. You're buying something that's dependable, reliable, and as you get on up in mileage, you'll see what I'm talking about, because a lot of your brands, once it starts getting 50, 60, 70,000 miles, if I keep this long, I'll do another video, they tend to start breaking down and breaking, things like that. So haven't had any major issues. If I do, I will let you know. But that's just a quick wrap up of my first 30,000 on my 2017 Toyota Tundra. Appreciate you guys watching. Well, thank you for joining me today as I talked about my first 30,000 miles on my 2017 Toyota Tundra. It's been a great truck. You can't go wrong with a Tundra. Yeah, it may not have some of the technology and stuff that some people like, but guess what? I'm just a plain old guy. Make sure you like, comment, share, and you got it, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I really appreciate it. Follow the Fist Pumped Enterprise.